it.
We in camera
Nah,
Yeah, you're mainly in it.
you already know, bro. Keep
Oh, it's already recorded.
Yeah, it's like a good song.
You gonna cut this shit out?
Hey,
Right?
shit, what? How long?
Unless you
Don't
just
they
Hey,
be
Neat.
sleep and shit,
Neat.
right? Like the phone.
It should be
Neat.
good. And I'll be able to watch this
Hey,
from
Neat.
here. Can you watch
Hey, let
it?
them down.
I gotta speak into the
Let
mirror.
them down. I don't want them to think you bald head.
2. Welcome to the League of Extraordinary Kappas. It's episode 5. We got 2 special guests with us. Freestyle by Nika. Introduce yourself.
Freestyle Unity. No, introduce
Alright.
Say your Twitter name.
Well, look, y'all,
and
it's
stuff.
because I look kind of crazy right now.
It's alright. We're gonna let her think about it, y'all. But
I appreciate
We also got She Petty, AA.
well, actually, my
Oh, she
Instagram
petty.
name is @CAsia SEEASIAA. But I do manicures and pedicures, y'all. Follow me at Oshi Petty PEDI.
She petty.
Show them your feet, Miko.
Oh, she petty.
And I'm freestyle by Nika. I ain't really want to announce that because I'm looking crazy right now, but it's not about that.
You looking
It's
good,
a whole
so.
different type of podcast.
You looking good,
But follow
so.
me on YouTube.
What's your YouTube?
Sweet.
I said freestyle by Nika.
Oh,
I
okay.
should show my feet.
Freaky
So
knee.
we're back to our more organic conversation. I think the elephant in the room is all the protests around the world. I'm loving it. Niggas goddamn tearing down the establishment. I'm not sure if any of y'all are against it.
I'm with it.
I'm
Burn
all for
this
that
shit.
shit.
Wait,
bro.
earlier you
You
was
already know.
talking
Black
mad
power,
shit
fuck
about
that.
What?
Fuck it up. Fuck it
I
up.
just wanted to know, like, how you can come on here and say something.
Oh, no,
you was talking hella shit about them protests.
What I am against is them pussy protests. And standing in the street is pussy. Peaceful protest to me is pussy. It's a
No,
waste
I
of time.
disagree, but
Y'all niggas been doing that for 60 years. You look stupid.
Wait, Lazarus, you
Waste of
said,
time.
what you said?
Wreck shit.
Huh?
That's how I feel.
I think you said you're against peaceful protesting?
No, I'm
you
for
said-
all of it.
I don't want to say I'm against it, but to me, it's
All
pussy.
of it.
However
All
you
the
like-
protesting.
however
All
you
the awareness.
however you
All
get
that.
your
Fuck
point
shit
across.
up. Stand in the street. All that. I'm with all
I feel
that.
like it's
All
bringing
that. Black
enough
folks unite.
attention,
That's all I
like-
want.
I think
all I
you need
fuck
somebody to do it all. Like I think you need a group of people to fuck shit up. I think you need a group of people to stand in the street. I think you need a group of people that's just gonna stand and be quiet in the middle of an establishment like a sit-in. I think you need all of that to be a collective like movement. Like you need all of that.
Just
you need the
bring-
controversy. You need it all. Like controversy brings awareness. Like
Equal parts. What the fuck
And
is
then
in
it's
my
like-
drink?
I did hear something.
he got a tadpole in his.
I mean, you got a chocolate beer?
Hey, chocolate inside. Yeah.
Is that a chocolate beer?
Yeah, brother.
I hope it's a
Y'all
roach.
keep
Ain't
going.
no front.
You hope it's a roach?
Yeah.
But he got
I
a
love
chocolate.
it.
It could just be a chocolate chip or
I
something.
hope it's a roach.
Oh, it's just like a plastic ball or something. What? How did they get that in here?
Was it
All right.
supposed to be in
It's
there?
a camera that's bugging us, Joe. The establishment is after you.
I mean, I do feel like I mean, I ain't out there, you know what I'm saying? Personally, I want to be, but
I was out
I
there.
do feel like niggas
too
should
long.
kind of get like a little crazy because it's like all this peaceful protest, like you said, should just. Some stuff change, but then it don't. But if we go out there and fuck shit up, they gonna get tired of that shit. Like, all right, we tired of sending motherfuckers out here. Y'all need to leave these motherfuckers alone. Like,
It brings attention.
but then it's like dangerous too.
Good. Like,
No
bro,
one said
like,
that.
peaceful protesting gets you nowhere.
He said
They're
that.
still gonna do what they want to do, bro. Like, cops are still gonna do what they want to
I'm
do.
gonna double down on this point.
Burn this shit down. If you gotta burn, if you
Fuck
gotta
the whole
burn this
city
shit
up, bro.
down,
Nah,
To
don't fuck
get
up.
there.
Hey, why niggas never go for the police station?
Listen.
They
They
took
had
over.
peaceful protests.
yeah, they took
Cops
over.
are still
Let them
cops
talk.
are still shooting rubber bullets at peaceful protests. They're gassing peaceful protests.
Exactly.
They're inciting it. They've actually in both California and New York, they've done like diverted people to the spots they wanted to do, and then they've trapped them and then messed with them on the curfew. So now they stuck there. They had about 100, like maybe 1,000 people stuck on the bridge in New York, and they just gassed them left and right on the joint. So it's like it's like you can start peaceful, but they're gonna turn it violent, just like Selma did.
But you gotta think about it though. Every like niggas never have weapons out there.
Never.
Like if we started getting fucking weapons
They
and
put
shit, going
bricks
through
out
just
there.
goddamn-
They set bricks out there on certain corners to try to incite people to turn them up, so they'll have an excuse.
But no, honestly, I think the protesters, people do just be out there saying what they want to say, you know, some peaceful shit until the cops come. When
Exactly.
the cops come, that's when shit gets violent and all that extra stuff. Like,
Norfolk, the only place I've seen that hasn't done that yet.
another thing too, and then like people, I be seeing people be like, people just out there just to follow the trend. That's a good trend to follow. Like Black Unity is a great trend to follow. If people are out here like just doing it because they see a whole bunch of other black people doing it, that is a great trend to follow. Like, and they're not out here killing other niggas. So I would rather them follow that and be a follower. If you're gonna be a follower, follow some good shit, man.
Because they're gonna learn eventually what's going on, and they're gonna even more gravitate.
Exactly. Then they gonna get
more
more
knowledgeable. They might not know nothing until they ask questions.
Exactly, bro.
I feel like do what you gotta do to bring awareness to the situation. Like I say, if it means burning this shit down, burn this shit down.
One more,
if it means
one more thing, I got into it with this girl. Well, not really got into it, but I've been seeing people be like, y'all burning down people's businesses, y'all doing this to people's businesses. People work hard for their livelihoods, this and the third. And I say I solely agree with that. Like I agree, people like it's fucked up that people's businesses get fucked up, but I feel inside way more with the black lives that are being lost than the person who lost their business that probably got insurance. And even if they don't, you can get another business. Even if you got to work 20 more years to get you another business, you can work towards it. I'm just saying, it might not be a realistic, but
I don't believe that for black businesses, and I'm not with that for black.
I'm not saying fuck the black business
skip
up.
Over the black businesses when you're right.
Yeah, skip. I'm not saying aim at black business, but what I am saying is I feel for them, but I feel more for the black lives that are being lost. Like, damn, that's fucked up. People fuck the black person shit up, but that's even more fucked up. That only happened because a black person lost their life. Like, that's why this is happening. And I'm sorry it happening to black people. We don't want it. Everybody's saying skip black businesses. For black businesses get hit, damn, like that's fucked up. Everybody mad at that. Like black people mad, but we're equally mad that you're fucking up black businesses. But we still.
Chime in on that. Also, I think I'm sorry, Quincy, I didn't cut you off.
I was kind of done, so you came in at the right time.
You made a good point though, but also some people are taking this for like trying to feed off of this. Like what we have going on is great. But some people are living out certain fantasies. Like, you see the nigga dressed up as Batman, Joker. Like,
It was a nigga.
Dude dressed like Deadpool running around like crazy.
People treating this, a lot of white people treating this like it's a festival, like Coachella, and it's not right because y'all were drinking, going out there, like fucking shit up too. That's getting blamed on Black Lives Matter. And it's like, this is some serious shit. So, yeah. Okay,
we're gonna face the repercussions of what
break
happens.
the buildings and whatever, but do it for the right thing. Like y'all doing it to have fun. And
I don't think
like,
that's the reason. I don't agree with that.
But
They
it's
need the low
I
key.
don't.
What I think about it is, let's say if our point is to cause disruption, if there's 40% of people that are for the cause, they're for black people, but niggas come and they're not for it at all, but they just want to cause disruption. Your point is still being made.
That's what I said. I said the point is still being made. Like that's good. I don't think we should stop it.
And I think when people pick out those like couple instances where those couple people that's not out there for it for real, that takes away from the overall like the point of what we're doing.
Now I'm gonna throw another point in here. What people don't realize also is this ain't just like when people are looting. It's not just because of some people that died at the hands of police violence. There are some of these businesses, and Atlanta can attest to this, where it's like the business has been racist for years. Like you following people around in the store, not selling to certain people. Their customer service is skewed because of black. Like people are taking back their power, and they're like, you know what? We just gonna loot your joint. We ain't giving you no money. We just gonna take your stuff, and now that's how we gonna get back at you.
Really
that's how some people are taking back their power. That's another side of it. See, it went past the George Floyd thing.
I also hate
it basically took the lid off a whole lot of racism that people just now are like, we're going to address this and we're going to fight back against this now.
I also hate seeing other black people bash other black people for what they doing. Like,
just
keep it to yourself. Right. Like let's talk, like if you dress them in their inbox or something, like
that's the coons.
You feel me? Like
on a public forum, you blast.
You feel me? Like you out there.
But that Virgil shit was funny though. Like
that was
funny as hell. Why would you even post
because he's a coon anyway.
That you gave $50. Like
you see that family picture? They can easily crop that man out and be just a regular white family picture.
So for the people that don't know,
speaking of which, if you would like to please donate 2 Virgils to this podcast.
What you saying?
So for the people that don't know, like the audience, can y'all explain the Virgil thing? Because I was lost at first until y'all explained it to me.
Alright, so the dude Virgil, I think over the company Off-White, whatever.
I think he's creative.
He got bags on bags.
Yeah. No, I don't think Off-White, but I think he's creative director for Louis Vuitton.
That man donated $50.
So
I can donate $50.
He screenshotted it and put it up.
That man flexed a $50 donation.
When he makes millions.
Right.
And his shoes are like
Off
$400-$500.
Like, come on, man.
It's streetwear.
If
It's all
Michael
streetwear.
Jordan released some 16s right now, that's about, what is that? What's that? That's 4 vigils. That's 4 verses right there.
This nigga said.
So that's the problem. It's just like.
So do y'all have anything to say to him?
No.
I'm not My issue is, why would you flex that?
Yeah, that's the thing. He may or may not donate more, but why put out that you only donated $50, knowing that was gonna stir up?
Yeah, I don't think that was a stunt.
You gotta do
Like
that.
I said,
Yeah, that's what makes it worse.
No, he got canceled.
If you gonna stunt, do it right.
He don't stunt.
Like Drake shit. Drake might have had a stunt or not, but Drake really when they said match the joint, like he put $100 grand in raps.
Even though that's
Oh, I love Drake anyway.
Yeah, that's like that, but
I'm
I'm okay with
second
it.
to hate
I
on
don't-
Drake. I'm gonna take some time to hate on Drake.
I don't hate.
I like Drake.
I don't ask
Drake
him
has came a long way. Don't
The
be a
niggas-
hater.
Nigga dropped 400 and was like, "Can you add 3 zeros?" He was short 300,000 in my I don't know about y'all niggas, but it don't look like he did what he
I feel you. Look, me personally, I'm not asking nothing from celebrities. That's
I'm
not
a
their
hater.
job. And also,
It's definitely their job.
and also,
They're famous because of us.
Ooh.
The black community has put these black artists and this Virgil ass nigga. He makes money off of streetwear that black people make popular. You need to give that money up.
see, my thing is, I'm not asking them to do the job that we vote elected officials for. We can't scream about, vote and this, that, and the third, and then we don't put enough pressure on those people. That's my issue.
Good question. Do y'all vote?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's time.
They
I
tried to
didn't
call
vote in
me
the
an
last
alien one
presidential
time.
election. I
Well, I
voted in
voted
statements.
presidential. I don't even vote.
Speaking of which, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. I mean, like,
I think,
although no, I ain't gonna lie, I might vote the lesser of 2 evils this year only because like I'm just so irritated.
It's really.
I didn't know that was
ain't got
such
nothing
a
to do with
question,
black
right?
people. Trump ruined that Corona thing so bad and ruined our season, all that. Like he got.
I
Hey,
think
look, Trump out here
really
giving out
point where
stimmies.
Democrats stand.
Yeah, for something he already ruined.
Trump out here giving out
In this
stimmies.
state, but if you're in a swing state, yeah, your vote definitely matters.
But what if everybody
Now-
has that mindset? Oh, we're
now-
Democratic to vote.
Yeah,
I have to vote.
then
Now
nobody
the,
votes.
now the local elections, that's your issue. Like LA, I just sat and like if you go on YouTube, the LAPD did a Zoom call, right? With their commissioners, the mayor wasn't there but got referenced a lot, and the chief of police. What you know about people called in that joint for 8 hours straight frying?
Yeah.
So now they're gonna go to them polls, they're gonna vote everybody out. LA has had 600 police shootings, not one prosecution since 2010. That prosecutor's definitely getting voted out. Them people are fed up.
In Minnesota, that was the first time that any
They've had 4 years straight.
Any prosecutor was able to bring charges of murder upon a police officer. So
And
that's
that
the first
prosecutor that was there before the one they have now is the one that's trying to be the VP. Clock bar. So you better make sure she don't get that, because Biden's screwed.
Okay. Y'all know y'all shit.
I mean, I add something else to it. Now, I add something else to the protest. You don't just have... Okay.
Really the loudest one.
I feel like
We talking about with protests, like, yes, you want to George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, those are your biggest cases. You can be mad about that anywhere. But if you research, every city got something going on. Norfolk has the most police-involved shootings out of any city in the state of Virginia since 2010. So if you hear and you protest,
I don't like that statistic.
Look at it.
now not all of those shootings are justified
I
either.
looked at it, but
It's blanket. I get what you're saying.
It's not all justified either.
Like,
They just shot a man in the back 11 times.
There was a 2016 statistic that Norfolk police had shot twice as many motherfuckers as any other police agency in the area. That it was 4, and the other one had 2, and 3 of the 4 had a gun, and the other one, what was the other one? The other one had like a knife. So it's like I don't like how data is skewed like that. It's not it's not presented well. So if you say Norfolk had the most, what also
You gotta
did
say
the
you
most?
gotta
But
say
then-
5 killers versus.
That's a
2
good
killers
point.
versus-
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now recently somebody did get right over there in Parkland, got shot 11 times in the damn back.
I
Why?
don't know what that nigga did. Like, I want to know what he did.
How much?
It's not even so much about what he did.
How much?
You have enough training that you shouldn't shoot somebody in the back. No, I get what you
I
saying.
motherfucking hate the police.
I get what
always
you're saying.
read everything.
Well, are you
No, I understand what you're
still
saying, but you can't shoot a man in the back.
If you're getting shot in the back, are you really a risk? You must be running away. Like,
You
are
have to be
11 times though?
Yeah. But I want to read that.
Yeah.
I don't want to just hear a nigga got shot 11 times. And be like, oh shit, nigga got shot.
Oh
11
no,
times.
believe me, I look at the shooting and see if they like. I really will look and see if it was justified.
I honestly don't care if it. I don't even care because white people do the craziest shit and get apprehended, bro. So like listen to how we as black people we even rationalize
They
ourselves.
just
Like
had a
you know,
protest.
like even we be like, hold on, he ran. Like even ourselves. I'm not saying you like you won't do it if you consciously know you do, but we literally just had a moment where we low key rationalized it. Like we didn't.
You're right. I get shot in the back because you're running away. So
I'm just saying. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. Like we just.
Frisco, Texas, they just had a dude at a protest with an assault rifle about to shoot protesters. He gets disarmed. They let him go, and the nigga that disarmed and the dude that disarmed him is still locked up.
They don't even pull this.
So next I want to talk about there was a study on just power.
Okay.
I forget what it's called, and it's a very famous study, and I'm sorry that I don't really know it right now.
What is it?
And I should as the host. Basically it was a study where I hope I'm not fucking this up. They told X amount of people to act like a prisoner and X amount of people to act like
the prison guard.
The prison guard.
I seen that.
It's
called guard, I think. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's a famous study though.
Yeah. So in the
I feel
study,
smart. Like I know.
everyone that was acting like a guard eventually became
Believed it.
You know, they became overwhelmed with power. And they acted way different. And I think that is the issue with police. And I was talking with the homie Beck the other day, and he had told me something that I just didn't know. He was like, the police officer have a max IQ.
The Stanford Prison Experience.
Stanford Prison Experience.
Oh yeah.
The police officers actually, if you look it up, they have a max IQ. They don't want anybody too smart. You know what I'm saying? They have a metric where they pick from as far as the IQ.
So they want dumb police
Not
officers.
dumb. I don't want to say dumb, but they have a metric to where they select some units because they don't present it in such a way to say that, but they'll present it like they don't want people to get bored. But a limiting factor. If your IQ is higher, your ceiling's always gonna be higher. You're gonna think differently. You're gonna want to do other stuff. So
go against the grain.
That's why they don't draft guys that's why they don't draft players that high that are like high IQ and involved in like world events because they feel like they won't focus.
Exactly. So how do y'all feel about the police in general?
That's a fact.
Like, how do y'all feel about how they abuse your power? Have you experienced them abuse their power? And how do you feel about peace overall?
I think I'm probably like most. I ain't gonna say most black people because I don't want to be speaking for black people, but like I've definitely got like a love-hate relationship with the police. Love-hate relationship with the police. Like
only because you know.
I've been. I don't know no police, but I've been in situations. I done been in situations where the police done press me out, and I'm not violent. I'm far from a gangster, thug, any of that. So like I've been in situations where especially black police, white police don't really matter. But I've been in situations where they press me out for no reason, like. Just for no reason. And I've been in a situation where they've been cool, they done let me go. Like, yo, look, we gonna let you go. You know what I mean? So it's like, but as a black person, I've seen, like, I've been followed in stores. You feel me? I done been so, like, where the weed at? Like, sir, wait, I'm walking. Like, I'm just like.
And you got locked, so it's like double for you.
One thing that I definitely noticed before I got dreads, and it's crazy, I never really, like, thought about it. I never got pulled over by the police. Maybe one time before I had dreadlocks. After dreads, I got put my last like couple years with dreads. I didn't been pulled over by the police by like at least 8 to 10 times.
They look for dreads.
Like definitely, and I've been searched every single time.
They can see dreads like following you in the back. They
look for dreads.
Following like they blowing.
You was driving a Mustang too, to be fair.
dread. Oh hell no.
Dreads and a Mustang.
I kind of want to piggyback off of what Quincy just said, because it's like with me, I will say I agree with you with the love and hate relationship. I will say I hate them more because I had an incident one time where I had a cop actually slam me and put his knee in my back and gonna lie and say I swung on him in court and did all the extra shit. The judge like, bro, she got hospital papers.
That night you swung on the police?
Bro, I ain't swing on the police.
Go ahead.
We're calling your time,
Bro, they
police
jumped me
time.
on, bro. I got my ass beat by the police.
But yeah, let me finish.
You did.
Yeah, 16.
But no, that was the situation. We was out the hood just chilling. They got a call saying people was fighting. You know, we like ain't nobody fighting. No, I was asking them questions. Like I'm like I really want to know like what's going on. What's the issue? I'm just basically asking you questions. And the lady who was about to answer me, the lady officer, but her sergeant was with her. And he like, if you wanna, he was like,
he had a power trip.
He was like, hold up, if you wanna question the officer, step to the car. I'm like, no, I'm good. Man, I'm fresh out of high school. This is 2012. I got a hoodie on with some shorts. I don't know why the fuck I had a hoodie on with some shorts, but I'm like, all right, no, I'm good. I walk away. All I feel was somebody pull me. And that's anybody. If somebody pull you, you gonna have a reflex off like, yo,
if you don't see them, of course.
Yeah, and I'm just walking like, we fuck going home. That nigga say, what you doing? Nigga slammed the fuck out of me.
Don't you on your
And
shit.
put his knee in your back.
I was snapping.
But what happened? What was the alternative? Like, what happened?
The judge fried his ass. He told me I gently, the little kick. They said they gotta kick you, like swipe your feet and then. Yeah, he was in the unstutter.
Let's thank God you had a judge in the judicial system
he really picked me up, slammed me on concrete. Like I'm out dead spot. Like, but the judge dismissed that because I had like bruises and shit. I was fucked. I went to the emergency room quick as a bitch.
You said that was the sergeant.
The sergeant, so Sergeant Dickerson.
So that's
the
pretty ass eyes. The one with the pretty eyes.
So think about that.
It's a trickle down
Oh,
effect.
and he was black?
Yeah, he was black. He had pretty eyes. Y'all know who I'm
No
talking
show
about.
out. No show out.
His name was Dickerson. I don't know. He's short, stocky, got a pretty
Nah,
eyes.
the black cops be
Short,
pressing.
Dickinson.
Man.
But no, hold on, wait.
Bernie Mac.
But I agree with Quincy saying about what he said had the dreads because I had a Chevy, the little Chevy Impalas, like just like the cop shits. I had one of them, never got pulled over. As soon as I switched my car to an Acura and I had tents and shit, bro, I got pulled over every time I drove on the south side. Like,
I don't even go over there no more.
Bro, every time. And the nigga pulled up, he was like, sir. I rolled the window down. He like, sir. I said, oh, sorry, ma'am. Bro, I gotta act because my shit was
Hell,
sleep
I
too, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta turn my hat forward.
You like, sir, your fucking tail light is out.
I had my work clothes on. They go mad as a bitch. I just want to go to sleep, officer. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the spot.
Be loud enough, too.
He might try to talk. He might try to talk sexy. Yeah, so.
Nah.
Nah.
Hey, nah, for real though.
I'm squinting your eyes.
Yo, I got no eyes, bro.
Just let him talk. Come on, man.
Yo, can I talk, bro?
Same complexion as me. Open your eyes.
All right, look. So me personally, I ain't never really had an issue with the police, as far as like personally, but I despise the police because of what I'm seeing with my people. Like I've been doing research now, and that shit really had me. Yo, can I talk? Like for real.
Hey, expand. What kind of research?
Research, like just deep
What do you gotta
research.
go eat?
Where? What have you been reading? What have you been reading? Give us some sources.
Go ahead.
Some sources.
Go ahead, my bro.
All right,
Favorite
so,
read. Anyway.
so basically, no, I was like just going back and looking, and that's why I'm definitely like for everybody processing, everybody rooting for everybody black and everything like that. But as far as the police, the question you asked, personally, like I said, I've never had a crazy issue. Nobody, I'm sure I've been stereotyped and all that. I know that for a fact, but like nothing violent. But what I'm seeing right now has to fucking stop.
You don't have to experience it to know that.
Because I know how niggas be doing. But no, dead ass though. I want to look into the camera. I want y'all to fucking see me. Like, yo, that shit has to fucking stop. Like, dead ass though, man. I got a 7-year-old son. They was protesting, and I felt, because my son at one point told me he wanted to be a police officer.
Hell no.
No, I'm dead ass. This is what he told me. I mean, growing.
I'm not saying.
Whatever. So when he told me that, they was protesting, and this moment, it shook me because it was like we walked outside, they protesting right in front of my crib. They put 2 police guards is right there, and my son was like, "Yo, daddy, I want to go shake his hand." And in that moment, I was like I stopped him because of everything. I'm like, I don't want no history book to come out and I be that queen, like me and my son,
They use you and him as the poster,
like everybody protesting, Hold on. So when my son was like, "Yo, daddy, why are they yelling at the police? I want to go shake his hand." And you know, at that very moment, that's when I had to do my because I'm far from a
really
politician. I'm far from one of the like, you know, but I am black. I'm deep rooted in black. I'm from Mississippi. So I then took, you know, my time to do the research, and I hate to say I hate police officers because I don't, but I hate the acts y'all are doing. And at this point, that's where my statement ends. Like, y'all gotta fucking stop, bro.
And the kids are innocent.
Dead ass.
Yeah, I'm bringing the
So
kid
you
into
ain't
the
telling
world.
me you watch
Alright,
Cry
actually,
Huh?
yeah, you
I did watch Crop. I've been watching a lot of Malcolm X shit because I want to know, like, yo, where's this coming? I'm happy as fuck that we becoming aware, and I'm really happy that we united.
Me too, though.
That shit is like, because a person like me, I ain't gonna front. I'll keep it 100%. I would normally, like, y'all be talking, I would be against it because I don't like people fucking up people's shit. Like, I'm be completely honest. I don't like that. But for the cause, the greater cause, and us black folks really uniting, I fuck with all of it. And that's my statement. I'm out.
I honestly feel like
That was actually a good story.
I just feel like this shit will never end. Like, this shit been happening since before I was born. I'm a
nigga, that shit been happening since the.
But I mean, yeah, forever. I just feel like it's not going to change. Like, I just feel like
slave patrols.
the cop mentality, they just feel like they're above the law. So they're gonna feel like
It's
they're
the people
gonna,
they hire,
but they're
like
not
you
though.
said.
That's the thing.
Right.
They're not.
They technically work for us. Like,
They hire
exactly.
military vets with PTSD that no kill.
They're just really a cop. They're just regular people who's supposed to protect, you know, the community
your
or
neighborhood.
whatever. That's what they're supposed to do. But
y'all
at the
supposed to
same
be
time,
advanced neighborhood watch.
Protect
they
themselves.
just feel like, okay, we're going to do what we have to do for our job description. But at the same time, it's just like it's like their mentality. I feel like training wise too. Like, they just need to get that shit out their head. Like, we can do anything we want to, and we're backed by the government and laws and stuff like that. Like, that's
why we rising up.
It's like I know more. Like I know personally cops that actually do their job they're supposed to, and are actually community people. But I see more that don't do it the right way.
Majority rules. Like,
It's
Do
not.
y'all think?
majority rules.
I have something to pick. What you want to say?
What you mean? No. What you mean majority rules?
Majority rules. If you got goddamn,
He said
you
the
got
majority
10
are
cops.
bad.
Yeah, you got 10 cops. 9
What
of
if
them
you
doing
got-
all this.
Do you really
bullshit,
think-
And you got one of them. That
What if
9
what
is
if you got 8 cops that's doing great and 2 cops that's not? Are
Them 2 can
okay.
do a whole lot of damage.
Are those good cops going to tell those bad cops about what the hell they're
That's the
doing?
key
Are
right
they
here.
there when those bad cops are doing their bad shit?
I think
But-
that's different variables now. Like, I
not
think his
different
point was
variables.
just.
How often do you see
It's
groups
different
of 10
variables at
cops?
the same point.
Yeah,
Well, what was that?
I just think he was trying to say that.
All of the cops majority were.
I don't think
good cops.
majority of cops are. I don't think majority of anybody is anything.
Same.
I don't
I
think you
agree.
can describe it.
I think 2 bad apples out of 8 can cause a problem.
Just
Because
like
they
us.
do a whole lot of damage because they have power individuals.
It's like influence, bro.
Nah, it's
influence by
Just
the
think-
others.
just
I-
think
They
about
can
a
do
bad-
enough damage to undo what the 8 did.
Just think about what you can do if you're having a bad day. If I'm having a bad day, I can go to work, not do no work, be mean to my coworkers. If a cop is having a bad day, he
He's
can
gonna
say,
take that shit
"You
out on
fucking got
civilians."
smart with me. I'm gonna dump you on your
Exactly.
shit."
And that's
Take
all
your
it
goofy
takes.
ass to jail.
And that's all it takes.
I'm planting drugs on this guy. I'm shooting this guy.
That's
Like,
all it takes is that one.
Damn, that's
guy.
crazy when you really think about that. Like,
A lot of that shit stem from when niggas grow up, man. Because you got
Niggas grow up pussy.
A lot of the
and now
cops that
Some
are cops
dudes been
now,
getting bullied in
those are
school.
niggas that was in high school that was bitches.
Getting
You
bullied.
know what I'm saying? And
Now they feel like they
ain't got no spine.
Yeah.
feel me? Like some of them, that's how they came up. You know, I feel like they need
Most
to
of the
vet
cops that
people
do
they
it
hire
be
more.
those type.
Yeah, it be the niggas
Well,
that.
Are we touching on race?
My
Race?
how I feel about it is, I don't feel like I'm happy to see cops that Shaq crazy as hell. That's not my opinion. But I honestly do think when I see the cops, my first reaction isn't to feel like, oh yes, protection's around. Like my first reaction is like, oh shit, am I doing how I look?
What
Do I
am I
look like I'm
doing
about to
wrong?
do?
Yeah.
Like my first,
Right.
yeah, it's fear. It's like he said, the cops, even though they're here to protect us, the way that they want to show themselves is, I think they're gonna respect us through fear. And that's not how you're supposed to do things. It's like they're trying to run us with fear, like, you gotta be scared to do this because we'll shoot. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and that's not the right thing to do things, like with discipline. You don't wanna discipline your kids with fear, right? That's what we're talking about now. Yeah. And I think that's what the cops do. And another thing is, even though, like you were making a good point. You don't think it's a majority of bad or a majority of good. That may be true, but what it is when a bad person does something, they just stick by them. So instead of them like speaking up and saying the truth, they kind of like just have each other back. You know how if your brother do something wrong, you're gonna have his back regardless.
You know, cops, they do
Tangible
that
example.
loyalty type shit though, because it's like
That's what
they
it
say
is.
like when you're in the military and say if you're in war and you supposed to stick by your partner no matter what.
That's why I say it's more of a
Tangible
influence.
example,
Yeah,
Atlanta.
influence.
All right, y'all seen when they pulled them 2 people out the car or whatever, right? That same white police chief lady that was out there with the protesters talking to them, answering questions, she just got up there today and was like, oh, they only arrested them because it was political. She basically took the side of her officer after just being out there talking to protesters. So yeah, it's a game.
That's
Like,
why I hate
you
that.
gotta out them.
Bro, them niggas having the police with them kneeling in they protest. That's why I'm not.
I'm not really moved by it
Yeah.
personally.
Because peaceful
Yeah, I
protest.
was-
They're kneeling with them protesters,
Y'all
and then
niggas
1 hour
whack.
later, tear gas them.
Y'all niggas is
But
whack.
And it's documented.
All y'all peaceful
I
protest
feel
niggas
like
is whack.
if we
All right,
continue to show
whack
if
niggas.
we continue
You don't
to
think it
prosecute
brings
these
awareness
police
up?
officers and
Pussy
show
shit.
examples of
So
them,
you gotta
it
be
won't
fucking
continue.
some shit up.
Because when
Y'all
you
niggas
show
whack.
that you ain't gonna have this money, you're gonna get fired, like you're going to jail for murder,
And
nobody
that's-
gonna want to chance that. So if we continue to make examples, and it comes from the top, because now we're holding these police chiefs accountable, we're holding the mayor accountable. Matter of fact, in New York, they maced a senator because
did?
he was black. They didn't know he was a senator.
Blood from his ass.
Maced
too.
him. He had.
So woman senator has the same thing.
Once that uniform comes off, you're black.
My thing
Once
is-
that blue uniform for the white people come
Black
off, you
regardless.
white. Like
Yeah, I like
they
that.
don't
Once
care.
that blue uniform for the white
Undercover
people
cops
come
get
on.
killed
That was a
all
good
the
one.
time.
Yup.
Like it's like that's my problem with the cops. Like, of course, if I find somebody dead, I'm gonna call the cops. But if I get into a fight or something, and because I could possibly come to call the cops for myself, and I get taken to jail.
What's crazy, the cops really, if you think
Shoot,
about the
that
police,
happened
they don't do
in
shit.
St. Louis.
If somebody's dead, it's not the cops, it's detectives and coroners and shit. If it's like a break-in, it's probably some investigation. It's never the fucking street patrol police. Them niggas is literally there to
They
fuck.
supposed to
They
prevent
putting a
shit.
yellow
There's
tape
different-
around the
yeah,
joint.
there's different
They just
agencies
did
that
patrol.
help you
Yeah.
out. If you know what I'm saying, your shit on fire, it's firefighters. If your shit got them,
Shit, I just saw something downtown. It's traffic cops over there blocking the streets off, and EMTs coming in there with firefighters.
police
Like,
are just there.
different agents.
They
Fuck
supposed to be.
I understand what they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just some type of, like you got a camera on you, you behave differently. If you got the police in the
Shoot.
neighborhood, you're gonna behave differently. So I
They behave the
understand why
same
they're
with
there.
cameras, if you ask me.
Yeah,
They
that's
barely doing that
But
shit.
y'all gotta understand too, the police not going to communities no more. Like,
But
you
that's-
got police that come out to the neighborhoods. and,
But that's
Yeah, that don't walk the beat and get to like the residents. They don't do that no more.
But that's what they're supposed to do.
And that's what they-
Police,
yeah,
you're
you're right.
supposed to police the area, make
They
sure
show
don't
y'all
nothing
part.
happens. Like you supposed
And it's
to
so
just-
crazy.
There was
You
cops
said they
that
do
walk
or
the
don't?
beat, Know
They
the
try to
residents'
do
first
it.
names and
Oh.
all that. They don't do that no more.
I feel like if they did, like if they actually took the time out and like got out, try to conversate, get to know the people of like each community, it'd be like, okay, we familiar with y'all. Like how y'all used to do when we was kids. Used to be like, all right, come to the car, I'm gonna do the little siren shit, show y'all the cameras and shit like that. Shit like that was like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? I can kind
Police
of
come knocking on my door trying to be my friend. I'm gonna think something wrong. I'm gonna get scared. Like, yo,
But
why the
what-
police being so nice? Like,
I agree with you. Go ahead, finish.
But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like y'all actually, if they familiarize themselves with people, and then it's like even the young niggas out here, they could probably talk to them, talk some sense to them. Same with the young females, like catch them while they young. Y'all see them doing dumb shit. Don't just I don't even be like, all right, fuck this shit. You going to jail? You ain't never getting out. I'm gonna keep seeing you. No, just be like, look, young brother, look, young sister, look. I need you to get on the right track.
Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
path that you going down now,
they
it
be
ain't
having
gonna work
white
out for
people
you.
in black
I get what you're
neighborhoods.
saying, but I feel like it's too late for that right about now.
It's too late.
It's
It's too late for us.
It's
It's
not
too late for us.
At
It
the
ain't
end
too
of
late
the
for
day,
us, but
I feel like
Well, for the
Y'all
parents
niggas
now,
fucked
if
it
you
up
can
for
talk
me.
to your kids now and let them know, like I said, like my parents didn't talk to me about like police and brutality and stuff like that. For like the parents now at our age, like 25 to 30 or whatever, y'all got a chance to talk to y'all kids and let them know what's going on. So that way, like you said, if the police come out, to the neighborhoods, talking to them and stuff like
Right.
that, let them
That
know
shit-
like
Instead of
okay,
trying to-
for real.
That
Trying to
shit just
dominate
sucks. You gotta
everything,
take
like-
kids' innocence
Yeah.
away
Yo,
from
can I
them
say-
so young, bro.
'cause-
Black kids only though. White kids, don't have the
But
experience.
That's a whole different
I
thing.
agree with her because
But they can also
What-
talk
if
to
you
the cops
bring-
however they want to.
of course talk to your kid about
They do
police
everything,
brutality,
bro.
but if you bring police into the neighborhoods and they constantly beating, then sometimes they can. I know this kid.
They
You
can
get what I'm saying?
diffuse. They can diffuse
That is
situations.
just
Right.
not
When
diffuse.
When you have that connection with
I'm talking
somebody,
about,
Hold on,
yeah,
y'all.
a connection. You're
Right,
building
yeah,
a connection, and now when he's seeing you, he ain't seeing no scary ass black man.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, that's Shaq from
That's
back
my
in the
dog.
day. You get what I'm saying?
That's
But
why
He
I
messing up a little bit,
you
but I'm gonna
can't-
straighten him out.
Yeah, you can't do it one day, one day a month. It has to be something constant that,
Right.
okay, have you did your training? Have you went out Young's Park for the week?
Yup.
Y'all have to, somebody have to go out in the neighborhood every
They
week.
used to do
every
that for
week.
L.A. television.
Yes,
Yeah,
y'all have to go out
we used to
every
have-
Yeah, exactly,
When we was
yeah.
kids, we used to
We
have,
knew Big
the
Head.
cops used to have basketball
Well, I ain't gonna say
tournaments for us
everybody.
and
A lot of
everything.
niggas
Oh,
like
that's
Big
what's
Head,
up.
but
Like
And
it
I know
depends-
cops that did that.
Like
I know
honestly,
plenty.
We did.
it depends on the cop. Like I said, I grew up out the park. I'm not gonna say the cop's name, but it was this
Who,
one
Hammond?
specific cop.
Hammond?
When you seen
How you
him,
know?
you knew he wanted to stir trouble. So it's just like
you talking about Big
okay.
Head?
No, I'm talking about Hammond.
Hammond.
Anytime,
Hammond was cool. I don't know
but
if that was a
no,
girl.
anytime anybody else seen
He wanted
No,
Hammond,
Hammond was fresh.
you knew Hammond wanted trouble. Hammond wanted to do something. to you.
But you know
Hammond-
what? Hammond got me out of that shit when that police.
That's
It's
He wanted
about
to
his
fuck.
experience.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We got different. I'm a female.
Yeah,
you a male.
it's
Wait, did he
different,
actually
you know?
know?
But you know
I don't
what?
know.
Then that's when we have cops. That's the no
Make up
tolerance. When you
allegations,
find
get that
out
nigga up
that
outta here.
these cops are terrorizing the neighborhood, you hold them accountable.
Hey, Miko.
They're fired. Nobody
Can
will want to
you
do
make
anything
that
after that.
The
Once
problem
you
is,
start firing them like that, ain't nobody gonna be on that shit no more.
problem is they get fired and we're moving to other districts and becoming cops again.
Yeah, you gotta take their license.
You gotta get them completely out.
Well,
They're
of
just getting
course,
reassigned.
it's different when you're picking. Of course, yeah, you should be banned if you can't handle your job. If
Yeah.
you're trying to terrorize people, you can't handle your job.
What?
But
Now LA, they've been talking about defunding.
I
the
was
police
agreeing with you.
repeatedly.
What the
On
hell?
that Zoom
I
call.
think we should unarm the
I was
police.
saying, go ahead.
Oh, no.
Nah, that ain't
Niggas
that
will
ain't
split that
option.
shit.
Yeah.
That's why I
They
said
not
that.
unarmed.
There's too much history of them having shootouts and whatnot for them to be disarmed.
They
They
ain't
not
got
gonna
this
disarm.
around.
But they shouldn't have military grade equipment either to be just tear gassing the hell out of people.
All games gonna be
Can I-
on your
Can I ask y'all something?
They
So,
take guns away from them niggas, bro.
I see somebody post something about basically if like we as a race like all become like police officers, it'll kind of like be better. I think
don't
I'm
agree.
wording it wrong, but I feel like
I don't agree.
like people.
I think
Like,
the
y'all-
police officers
I think I worded that
should
shit
be
wrong.
the same
No, I get what
demographic
you're
as
saying.
the area that they're policing.
I do not agree
Definitely.
because there are so
Definitely.
many Uncle Toms out here. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but I
at
have-
least
so many people that get corrupt in that
I'm
system.
behind that, bro.
They wilding even harder.
So
I just think people who look like you should.
Now, if
be
they
around
live
people
in the
who look like
community,
you, bro.
that's different.
You like little black kids gonna like
Okay, I
look
get
like
that.
respect people who look like them more. In my
I say
Or-
live in the community or close to the community that you can relate to it.
I think you should be the same demographic like Shaq said. I
Right.
think if that's a
No,
black
I'm taking it a
neighborhood,
step
it
further.
should be black
it's gonna be
people.
white cops. And
It shouldn't
Yeah.
be white people out in the
It's
park, in
in-
my
it's in
opinion,
a
because they
really-
can't relate.
No, I'm agreeing with that,
That's
and I'm
what
taking it a step further.
But if you get into the police force, say for instance, all of us get in the police force, we still have like older people, like vets that we have to
No
listen
interest
to.
in
You can't just get in there and think you're gonna change things if the system ain't changed itself. So I get what you're saying, which is I
It's gonna
understand
take a
it.
while.
Yeah, it would take years and years. You would have to get the right people out who've been racist, who done this. You would have to really dig in, which I feel like should happen. But ain't nobody trying to do that. They not. They're not. But that's the only way it would work.
Burn the
Because
shit down.
you go in, you trying to do your job, you stress because they won't let you speak up. They won't. If you don't do this, you're fired, Miss Aries. If you don't do this, you get what I'm saying. So it's so hard.
Baltimore,
to
they
go
Baltimore,
in.
they killed a cop that was about to testify, and then try to lock the neighborhood down doing a neighborhood search for the killer when they the ones that killed him.
So I think that goes back to my original point where I said those peaceful protests is pussy. Rioting, looting, mobbing.
Well, are you gonna go
They
in and talk some shit up?
Listen.
That's for the young niggas.
That's the problem for the young niggas. Y'all don't
Hey, chill
listen.
out.
I got some little words for you, big lip.
I love your big voice. Go ahead.
All right, Bodie.
So what it does, like in Minnesota, it started off as that they got them niggas look like they about to renovate Target. Them niggas is taking Tic Tacs
Boy, they was trying to break the
gym socks.
They was trying to
They
get
was
the money
getting
out the
stabbed,
self-checkout.
I never
They
seen
was
it.
looking
I never
with the
seen
hammer.
it.
I just know I'm going straight for the ATM.
Look. So they scraped this place
But they
down.
got stabbed in the process.
But
No, they didn't. That lady got hit with a fire
listen,
extinguisher.
listen. So now you a place, let's say Virginia Beach. They see what happened, and so they're like, nigga, do not shoot anybody, because we cannot afford that as a city. That's what the governor gonna say, and that's what the mayor is gonna say. He's like,
I
we
see what he's
cannot
saying.
afford that. Train these niggas right now, because if you kill somebody and they goddamn rape our Target and they motherfucking scrape our motherfucking Walmart, we can't afford that as a city. They're gonna be forced to train niggas. Y'all standing in the streets for 2 hours? Who gives a fuck? I don't. I got inconvenienced the other day.
But they used to have the horses
If
out there
I
killing
just
niggas.
would not care.
That brings
much.
up, does it bring more
I feel
change?
like
No, but awareness, yes.
Like what
It
Quincy
does
said.
bring more
But
change.
I agree. I don't disagree. Like I said, we need all of
You
it.
gotta
bro.
force
You
in
need
their hands what
you
you're
need
saying.
you need action, but you need awareness, and we got both. You got the niggas down the street, and you got the
bully-
looters.
The rioting bullied government agency into 4 indictments, nigga.
We're not disagreeing with
That shit would not have happened.
You're
Those
right.
peaceful protests, this shit's been going on
Bringing
for 60
away-
pussy ass years.
You're right, and when you
100 pussy ass years, nigga.
Yeah, you're right.
Niggas not doing shit.
But it brings change and awareness, two different
Who gives a
things.
fuck? Niggas are aware. Niggas know Black Lives Matter. They hate it.
But some people don't
Who
want.
cares?
Some people don't want
I mean,
to
it's
kick
either
in
you
doors,
get-
bro.
you get beat
Everybody
on
not
or
a
you
kick in
rude
door
or you
nigga.
lie.
Yeah,
Like
you got
something.
like yeah.
Either you get beat on or you riot.
Street guys, man, let's block traffic for 2 hours. This shit's pussy. You look goofy. This shit's goofy.
Well, I agree that me and I ain't gonna even put my mom probably. Please don't ever watch this, mom, cause me and her got into it. Cause I told her like, if anything like that ever happened to any of y'all, I'm
Shit.
not going to be peaceful at all.
Please
And
don't
I told my mom,
Do not
if
march
that
for me.
happened to me, I would never ever want you to be peaceful. I would want you to
See?
Fuck some
Because-
shit up.
And I'm not marching for none of y'all.
And you have to think about it.
I'm-
If this is different because you saw that man take
Make
his
sure you're
last.
still an 80.
You saw that man take his last breath on camera. That was the most traumatizing thing I ever saw. Like, it is like traumatizing to see somebody lose their life, begging for their life. They all call for their mom, knowing you can tell they're starting to lose it. Like that makes you mad. Like that. What do you expect from that? And you over here saying we have to do more investigation to charge them. And it's on
Can I ask y'all a question? Cause y'all don't know. I don't like watching stuff like that, even though I should. But it shit just make me sad.
You actually
don't-
shouldn't.
You're not required to watch
You
it.
actually shouldn't watch stuff.
But
like
I'm
that.
saying, like, what was the initial thing that they tried to say he did or did not do?
He had a bag, he had
It was
a
either
counterfeit $20 bill and a clerk called the police.
They don't know for sure. If
Yeah,
it
they
was
didn't
It was
know.
a counterfeit $20 bill.
Now you know how like I could give Migo $10 for some weed.
Yeah,
He don't know
exactly.
this shit.
Nigga, so much
Yeah,
money
talking
is
about
got
some
my hand in
I'm
hand.
just saying like that shit.
I used to
is
keep a
dumb.
money pen.
I'ma know.
Yeah.
Nah, I could just look at
But
money.
I
Oh,
work.
you can eyeball.
I used to fuck with fake money.
You know
You
they
can
say
never
it's
talk
supposed
I
to
wouldn't
be
say that out loud.
the law.
Oh.
I worked in retail and I got fake stuff and I gave it back. This fake. I ain't about to call it, even though you're supposed to, I guess, contact the police. You don't have to do that.
Most
You can
times the
send them
cops
away.
don't even arrest you for that.
Like, you can send them
Yeah,
away.
there's no way they can prove that you intended on doing it.
Right. You can check. Because you can say, oh, I'm a waitress.
And he was in
and
a
I got the fake
grocery
money.
store.
You
Like-
had, but watching that video, you could tell that cop really wanted to kill that man. Cause there's no way you
He
put
knew
in
him.
your knee.
Oh,
And
he
it's
did.
like
They
that.
said- yeah,
And
they
they
said they
telling
on
you
fire.
he not
Yeah.
moving no more. He not breathing. Like let him
Oh, they
up,
knew
like,
each other.
Yeah,
That shit
he
is
was the
fucked
guy
up.
that used to.
And it
Yeah.
just
By the
shows-
way, two of the other three cops are they're on the run. So if you see them, please report them to the
that's true.
authorities.
No, I thought they said they
They
got-
fled the state.
I ain't afraid. I will run.
I thought they.
And wasn't it like 20 cops like guarding one of their houses or some shit?
No, that was the cop that killed him.
It wasn't 20. It was like 200. It was a lot of.
Yeah,
there was a lot
I
of
think it was
cops
every.
behind the curb,
That's
yeah.
when them niggas was raping Target. Them niggas was all.
Yeah, because somebody was gonna go to that man's house.
And that
You
kind of
said
shows
raping
us
target.
whose side
Oh,
you're
yeah.
kind of on.
Maybe I shouldn't use
Like-
They
that.
let all these riots go instead of arresting the other three immediately.
I said it twice,
It's,
man.
it's crazy.
I just know if one black person shoots somebody and there's 3 niggas standing around, everybody going down that night.
Exactly.
And they gonna ask questions
No
then
way.
let you go later.
Exactly.
You probably don't get let go though. Like so,
That's a fact,
You know
though.
what I mean?
That's why it's
And that
like
shit
people
is
bring up
really
black on black
sad.
crime. Like, stop it.
All right,
Stop the
guys.
flex.
Like you got white people shooting up churches, schools, and getting shot in the
And
shoulder.
getting McDonald's
getting
for it.
slammed.
Like,
we get
Peaceful
killed though.
protests.
Like you got
I mean, peaceful
little
arrests, my
kids,
fault.
grown ups.
nigga, we outside having fun, we get slammed on our neck.
That
Like,
shit crazy.
All right, guys. We're gonna bring this.
And
to
girls. You have two women right here. You have two females.
We need to vote.
Oh, what's
Giving black to the community. Juneteenth cookout. Hey, this is gonna be the ultimate black excellence experience. All right, we just put something together just to show people that we can have fun. Like we don't ever see black people just getting together to literally just have fun, no drama, no.
You saying black people can't do shit without
I like that. You
drama.
said giving black to the community.
It's not white.
I like that.
Giving black to the
Hashtag giving black to
He's
the
a couple
community.
shades away.
Giving black to the community.
Giving black to the community. Either way, it's gonna be a positive event. It's gonna be a non-alcoholic, no marijuana smoking event, but it's gonna be lit. Kids of all ages are welcome.
Ancestors used to burn up.
I doubt it. They was getting their ass worked.
Well,
And yeah, so the blackout cookout coming to y'all soon. Yeah.
Blackout cookout.
Say your
No, that shit,
Huh?
I'm looking forward because I'm
I'm
not
with
July
that.
4th.
We weren't all black.
nah, this is
Oh yeah,
a serious tough
it's
subject.
definitely gonna be a blackout.
It's gonna be hot
Want
as hell.
everybody to do
Fuck
better.
with
It's gonna,
man.
yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of
Police
Police
people
officers,
spot, like, all
government,
black.
do better, man.
Yeah, y'all should do
Do
that. Everybody
better.
wear black.
That's
Yeah, it's
all I
definitely it's
want.
gonna be a blackout. We're gonna
Do
have shirts
better.
with t-shirts for sale out there.
Females with falsy hair. And niggas
Oh,
with
no, I
that.
ain't
Wear your
going that
naturals.
That nigga.
You said what?
Alright guys, that was episode 5 of the chat. Thank you to our very special guest, freestyle by Nika, and
At C Asia. And just in case he spelled it wrong, it's at
Just a ghetto ass, just imagine.
SEASIAA.
Not ghetto, just cultural
C
name.
Asia.
Also,
Like,
come follow me at Coach
Shaniqua
Lennon.
and
First
she
of
is
all,
it.
I'm gonna tell y'all what my name means.
Oh my god.
also,
See
this is
World
our,
Nation.
he's not a guest. He's actually a
You
part
said
of the
that
chat.
already.
Bro,
Cut it out, you
I cut all
goofy.
that out.
Who's on episode?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. This is his first time.
This is his first appearance, but he's actually a part of the chat.
So
This is right
so
here.
you gotta say introduce
Remember the
yourself.
one
My
he
second,
You put his name.
man.
my second appearance. Follow me, Coach Lennon, and it's you supporting Open State basketball.
Hey, nigga.
I just want-
Hey, if y'all get bro, I swear to God.
Yeah, that would be big.
I just want y'all to know what my name means.
We don't want to know.
See,
It's probably not.
She about to come with some wild ratchet story.
We respect black women. Go ahead. Say your
My
name.
daddy had two
Hey,
big
say your
Glocks,
name.
and my mama always wanted to go to Asia, but she could only see it because she couldn't walk after she had me. So like they just named me C Asia instead of like
But
First of all, my father named me.
Told you.